This is tutorial 2 about the web server and their configurations. So let's start the tutorials. Web server. Today we have focused on the working on web server, URL and domains, types of web server and their protocols. The first one is, what is web server? Generally the server is just like an host. The multiple computers have been connected with this main host or say a server. The server is like a boss in the company and the clients are just like an employees. So example, a computer programs that accept or respond to the request made by the another program is known as a client. Such as a client, I'm typing a www.facebook.com. It's just I'm creating a request to a response by the Facebook server. Let's call your web server. A system that runs a software to make a server, just like I want to my laptop and I want to make a server, so I need a Microsoft Network NT to make this system server. Second concept why we use server, and if I'm able to make my laptop as a server, so why we take or buy a server? Because server is the main machine to control another client machines, so we need our server runs 24/7 support. Just like I'm typing a Facebook in night, it's run. I'm using a Facebook in day, it's run. It means a server where the old file has been stored, working in 24/7. So we have an example, just as we have mobiles, laptops, desktop. It's just all our clients. They are generate a request via directly connected to internet provided by the ISP, internet service provider, and connected to a server. The server responds to all clients and provide the web pages. Second, we have already talked about this word is web server. The web server is a program run on a server computer that deliver web pages only, such as I'm typing over www.facebook.com and generate a request to the web server, Facebook web server. The Facebook server, they all have stored the Facebook files or website files. It's known as web servers. The web is equal to websites and server is just like an boss. They give a response to our web server. The web server is just an application software is used to display the web pages such as Google Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, and many more. Now we have a diagram. A client sitting on a desktop and creating a request and connected to internet is just like cloud. He is just like an internet, and web server response and check out what is the request and respond to the clients. What is domain? The domain is a name is a DNS. It's also known as domain name system. It is used to resolve human readable host name into a machine readable IP addresses or vice versa. For example, if I want to make a new website www.lmf.com, so I need a space on the internet that's called domain. LMF is just a domain, it's like a name. So I need to I need a IP address, just like in 204.13.248.115, just an IP address. This IP address is just in the form of the numbers, so user cannot remember. So we need a name. DNS system, human readable form like LMF, is converted into IP addresses. So just for example, www.facebook.com convert into IP addresses. Second one is, what is URL, guys? URL is a stand for the Uniform Resource Locator. For just like HTTP is www.itlcolic.in. So HTTP is like a protocol. www is a worldwide method, is like a method. itlcolic is domain, is like an IP address, and .in is subdomain. .in is just a suffix is used to domain. This .in is for India. .edu education, .org, and many more. Now we have focus on the types of server. Generally, we are four leading web server. The first one is Apache, the second is IIS, second is Lighttpd, and Jackshaw. The first one is Apache. The Apache is name is not like a bike. The web server is developed by the Apache Software Foundation. It's open source software. You can install in the system. It works on type of operating systems such as Linux, Unix, Windows, FreeBSD, Mac, and many more. About 60% of the web servers machines run on the Apache web servers. Second is the Internet Service Providers. IIS is a high performance web server from Microsoft. This web server run in all Windows operating systems like XP and 7, 8, 10. Next one is Lighttpd. The Lighttpd is not as Lighty, is also a free source. So open source means is free of cost software. This is not a copyrighted, and sorry, this is not a copyrighted, means it's not a proprietary software. Open source is free of cost. You can download from their official websites. So they distribute with FreeBSD operating system. Guys, what is FreeBSD? The FreeBSD is an open source Unix-like operating system, such as we are using MS-DOS, we are typing a command and operate the system like Unix, or say like a FreeBSD. BSD is stand for Berkeley Software Distributions. This open software is very fast, secure, and consume less CPU resources and memories. So Light is also known as Windows, Mac, 9X operating system. This is the general work in all web servers. Second, the third one is Sun Java System Web Server. These web servers formerly developed by the Sun Microsystem, and it is well based and suitable to medium and large websites. This is also a free, is an open source, and it runs on all platforms. Jackshaw is a W3 server. It comes in the World Wide Web Consortium. It is also free, open source, and supported by all platforms. These are the all leading web servers we have using in our systems. Third one is protocols. Protocols play very important roles in the web servers, general internet connections. What is protocol? The protocol is a set of rules and guidelines known as protocol, such as you have come in my college and you have a tie. You should have to make a shoes and pants and trousers and ties. It's just like an act as a protocol. It's compulsory. It's mandatory. Then there is a type of the protocol. The following is file transfer protocol. File transfer is also known as FTP. It means transferring a file from one node to another node, also one computer to another computer, just like in downloading and uploading. Next is hypertext. The HTTP, the hypertext transfer protocol. The hypertext. What is hypertext? The hypertext is a collection of the colors, text, images, web, animation, sounds, and etc. This is called a hypertext. Those type of web pages transferring from one place to another, or say a web server to allow the web pages to a web browsers. So the HTTP is play a very important role to make a request or response and display the web pages. The next one is SMTP. It's a simple mail transfer protocol, and IMP is an internet message access protocol, and POP3 is a post office protocol 3. SMT is a protocol used for sending mail, while IMP and POP3 are used for receiving. So there are three main protocols. So SMT is just like sending a mail, just like you are using a Gmail account and you send a mail to a friend. This time SMT is configured and active that time, and while we are receiving your mail, so I'm using IMAP and POP3 to receiving the mails. Next one is IP. IP is stand for Internet Protocol. Is generally for 32-bit. Each block is for 8-bit, like 64.32.53.64. Each block is 8. So 8 into 4 is 8 for 32. The 32-bit, and IP is play important role to transfer the data on the internet network. So guys, today we have focused on the web server configurations, and our next tutorial on the configurations of Apache servers, WAM, XAMPP, and ISS. So stay with us, subscribe us, like us. Thank you very much.